Okay, guys, in this video, I'm going to discuss solving a quadratic equation, but this time using the quadratic formula. Now, one thing you need to understand here is that just like in the case of solving a quadratic equation by factoring, it is very important to make sure that the right-hand side is 0. So if it is not 0, then you have to convert it by if subtracting possibly a number or moving terms around. But everything should be on the left-hand side, and the right-hand side must be 0. So the next thing you need to understand is what is a, b, and c. So a is the number in front of x squared, including the sign. Now, if there is no number, then we assume that a will be 1. So in this case, a would be 2. Then b is the number in front of x, also including the sign. So very important, if it is positive, then there would be 23. In this case, it's negative 23. So b is negative. Finally, c is the number that is by itself or the constant term. So in this case, it's 56. Once I do that, I am ready to use my calculator. So I go under resources where the little page is, and I open Desmos calculator. All right. Then in the calculator, I'm going to define A, B, and C, just like I showed you, just like here. I'm going to type the same thing. So I'm going to say A equals 2, then enter. B equals negative 23, enter. C equals 56. So my next step is to compute something called the discriminant, which is, so let's just say D, and I'm typing it just like whatever it says in the formula. So B, then squared, minus 4AC. Now, depending on what the discriminant is equal to, you're going to have either two solutions, two real solutions. Or if the discriminant is 0, then you will have only one solution. That's it. And if the discriminant is negative, then you have two complex solutions. In this case, the discriminant is positive, and not only that, but it's also a perfect square. So if the discriminant is positive and it's a perfect square, then the solutions will be rational numbers. So it could be integers or it could be fractions, basically. But it's not going to have any square roots. It's not going to have imaginary numbers, nothing like that. So the quadratic formula says, this is the formula right here, this negative b plus minus square root of the discriminant and then divide by 2a. So literally in the calculator, I am going to type. First, you need to type the fraction because you want to set up a fraction. So click on that. On the top, we're going to type the formula, but we're going to use the plus sign first. So it'll be negative b plus square root of d, which we just computed, divided by 2a. So that gave me the first solution. And then the second solution, you can just copy paste this expression and then put a negative there. And that's going to be, remember, it could be rational. So it's not just an integer, but also a fraction. So we click on the little button to convert to a fraction and we get 7/2. Okay, so now I'm ready to put the discriminant as 81. And the two solutions are 8 and 7/2. Okay, we're good.